They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Jones on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson is caught outright by Graham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to number 81. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Going deep here for what? It got his man complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 4 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jones, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Third down, here's Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
First down carry by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. I'll call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down. The shotgun. Here's Herbert. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Coleman now. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He's credited him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Mike 29. Let him know.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give to the tight end, Kelsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Herbert. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Tight end, David Njoku. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Jaguars nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw again is Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long... And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now, a tie game, I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. It's a run by Coleman to start the 3rd quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
50-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the press. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm going for one for the set, boy, tennis,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Number 31.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnes. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. It's Barnes. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard
line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10.
Jaguars.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just keeping the play alive. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
For the point after.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. Second and 16. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Slide for the PAT. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 2nd down. Herbert off the play action. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 50 seconds.
To throw again. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And there's a situation where it's a tight end. Once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Jackson on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson that escapes the sack, and the pressure gets to him again.
Jackson sacked.
The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Jackson from the shotgun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. To throw again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun. Here's Herbert going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
And the Jaguars are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
No gain on the
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Third and goal, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cortland Sutton, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know Protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been... And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You can't stop me.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and one. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and one. Again, Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Herbert.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 20.
To the air again, Herbert. Buying time to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Herbert back to the air. Steps away to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Second.
Jackson running again.
At the 39-yard line.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 13 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it, and he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had. Her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.